What's up, everybody? Today I have a little bit of a different type of video. I have been working so hard on this BMW over the last year and a half. Most of these videos that you've seen previously are like a year old at least, but I'm finally just uploading them. So this is like present day, current status of the car. Completely different than probably what anything you've seen so far. The biggest thing is we have a motor that runs. We made custom arms, like motor mounts. Down here, my buddy 3D printed some, we tested them, and they fit. I probably have a couple of videos of that. Everything is like angled correctly. This engine's supposed to have like a 30-degree tilt, which it has. We have the E34 oil pan, clears the subframe barely. It's a tight fit, but it fits. We have my Chase Bays radiator from my E36 all plumbed up. I actually cut here. It's not currently like held in, but I cut this section out so I could slide the engine in, because without it, the oil pan, like the angle with the trans and everything, it was hard to dip in. Which also means we have a transmission that is fully functional. We have a big old hole there that needs fixed. Don't worry about that. We also have new floor pans that need welded in because it's all rusty and nasty. Whole interior stripped to do that. So that's huge. The car has all been rewired. We have the wiring harness runs actually through here and into the cabin, but it's like kind of a, I don't know. I think it came from like, it's called Redline Motorsports. They sell like a factory harness that has labels on it for like universal applications. They made a little bit of a wire diagram to actually plugs in here and whatever. So I display some stuff, but car turns on. It's got an alternator charging it. It's kind of all there. We still don't have an exhaust, so it's still super loud, but like the headers are all on, the steering rack's down there. The engine had to be rebuilt, so I'll add some like stuff here. When I was doing the oil pan, I checked the caps for the bearings, and they were destroyed, so that sucks. I ended up putting a new crankshaft in it because it was so bad. Luckily, we caught it beforehand. I should have seen this coming though, because in the process of like refreshing the engine and everything and having the oil pan off, I decided to put the wire tie on the oil pump nut that is known to back off, and that is a reverse thread nut. I was using my torque wrench to do it, and I kept tightening it up and it just wouldn't get tight, and eventually stripped out. So I ruined my oil pump, and when I took it apart, I found scoring inside of it. I didn't realize my torque wrench only worked in one direction. I just assumed it would work both ways, which is why I did strip it out. I didn't take too many videos of this part, but this is my new crankshaft. I was kind of busy learning how to build an engine. We did bearings, ARP studs, I did a new timing chain guides, the wire nut like we talked about, plus the oil pump as well. I also did all new accessories like alternator and water pump, all that other good stuff. So this is just some pictures of the process of it all kind of just going back together after the rebuild. All right, now back to where I left off. Got a Volvo electric power steering pump all wired in. We have the hoses all going there to the pump back there. I have a little aftermarket power thing. Probably not gonna stay there, but it's just there for now because it's easy just to run power to everything. Like this, the fuse to here. It's not the prettiest thing, but it works. Car starts. I haven't bled the radiator yet because it's crazy loud and no exhaust on the car right now. Open headers in my garage is like terrible. So waiting on suspension, which I actually just have. This is one of the missing pieces there. I'm gonna make a separate video on that, which will come on soon. But yeah, I mean, we're here. There's a motor. It's all wired. It's all plumbed up. We got cooling. Everything's kind of done. Brake booster clears. Throttle pedals hooked up. Interior is a mess, but we'll get there. Seats. We're working on seats. It's hard to tell, probably, but they are all been refinished, both of them. We restuffed them. Alex helped me. Totally restuffed the seats. They literally had the horsehair stuff just falling out of them. We have a wheel on. Probably not what's gonna stay on, but it's there with some brakes just for test purposes. I put the wheel on. I hope to actually run a smaller wheel. This is a 17. I can definitely go smaller to at least a 16. I got room. Maybe a 15 would even be cool, kind of more air correct. But E34 brakes on here on the back with a E28 strut. E28 rear end is in. So super hyped on E20 or E34 brakes. Big old modern brakes, which I'll have E34 front brakes as well. Caliper here. So we're gonna have some cool brakes. That's going on very soon. Yeah, I just wanted to make like an update. Here we are. Whole interior is like here. I don't know, it's a mess. I'm kind of stressing that part. But very soon, this car is gonna be rolling because all the suspension parts are finally here. Also, a little thing, I don't know if you ever noticed in the first video, this bumper to me was upside down. I don't know a whole lot, but these fog lights were up top. And you picture anywhere, the fog lights are always on the bottom. So flip the bumper around. I also drilled out the shocks, pushed in the bumper, kind of shortened this area up here. It looks way better. I did the rear too. I guess I didn't really show that one yet. This side won't go in. It's totally stuck. This side is pushed in and done, but it won't move. So I gotta figure that out. But that's not the end of the world. I mean, I've seen people just back their car into a wall and push it. I just tried pushing it with my foot. Couldn't get it to move. So I have these, which I don't think I've touched base on yet. These are super cool. This is like, I guess from an E28, CA Tune makes it, which I've got a lot of parts from them. Even, hell, I got my convertible out there from them in a kind of weird run around way. But that's super cool. I'm hyped on that. I'm gonna stain it probably like a dark color, but for now it's just in there for test purposes because it said E28 and we didn't know if it was fit or not, but it did, so hyped on that. Battery's also in the trunk, not in its final resting place, just there for test purposes. It'll be tucked up neatly. I may probably even make like a battery box for it, but that doesn't need to be done right away. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should touch base on. I don't think so. I mean, it's just all just like refreshed. Feels super good. Starts almost first try. I screwed up at one point wiring the alternator. I didn't have a, what's it called? Oh man, I'm blanking. But a resistor, I guess, I think is the word I'm looking for. So you started the car and it would then take the key out and the car would keep going because the power from the alternator was then charging the rest of the 12-volt system. So that was not cool, but I took care of that by doing it correctly. still have an aftermarket fuse box to put in. I just haven't gotten there yet. I have the Holy Grails kit right here, which is a really neat piece. I don't know if you haven't seen it or not, but that's in here. I just don't know where the fuse box is gonna end up living. I kind of want to be crazy and take the fuse box, mount it in the car, because there's not that many wires going to it. But for now, here we are. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to kind of touch base on where we're at in life. So more videos coming soon. Next video, we'll have suspension on.